Hey guys, Hussainy here from Local Knowledge, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite dishes, a very iconic Southern California Baja dish, and that's ceviche. You can use almost any white meat fish, but for this one we're going to do wahoo. You Florida guys, snapper works killer, grouper is great. Just about any really firm fish works awesome. So I've already pre-chopped a bunch of the veggies because it takes forever, if we're being honest. Like, that's the only bad thing about this is the prep time. This is some wahoo that we caught down in Mag Bay last season. Keeps really good in the freezer. What I did was I defrosted the fish completely, but then once it was defrosted, I put it back in the freezer for like 30 minutes just to get it kind of chilled and crunchy. And what that's gonna do is just make it easier to slice. So I like to make my ceviche with bigger pieces. So I just start out by cutting these. There's no right way, no wrong way, but I like to cut them into strips like this. Basically wahoo French fries. I'm gonna line them up and I'm just gonna cut these off at about a ½ inch each. Nothing ever comes out perfect, which is totally cool with me. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cook the fish using lime juice on its own in the bowl, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna chop up, I don't know, 4 or 5 limes. Nothing here is scientific. You like more lime? Throw more lime in. Now that I got the lime juice on my fish, just gonna toss it real quick, and you will actually see the fish start to cook. It'll turn whiter. Doesn't take that long to happen, just a few minutes. Now, after I do this, I like to throw a little bit of salt and pepper on, directly on the fish. Throw a little bit of garlic salt in here as well. You can use garlic powder. We're not afraid of salt here. So let's talk about the other ingredients. You've got your cilantro, your onions, tomatoes. I really like a Roma tomato in my ceviche, and this is what I use. They're very easy to get here in Southern California. And then the other ingredients I have here is, of course, the limes. We use those guys. This is sort of my secret ingredients, pineapple juice. Gives the ceviche just a pop, a little bit of sweetness. And then the last ingredient, I've chopped these tiny, tiny jalapenos. You can see our fish here now has really set up. Nice big chunks of fish. This is almost like a pokey sized cut of fish. And I promise you, nobody is gonna complain about all these awesome big chunks. And we can really start mixing this thing together. And this is strictly eyeball from here. And the first thing I always try to put in is my onions and my tomato. And you're gonna use a good bit of it. That's a good start, I think. And then I'm gonna reach over into my tomato bowl. Let's get a couple of handfuls in here. Now I'm gonna kind of take a step back, look at what I got. I don't see enough red, so more tomato. Think we're okay on onions, but a little more can't hurt. And then if you notice, I'm not stirring, I'm folding. Just kind of rolling it from the edges, turning it into itself. I'm starting to see what I like here. As you can see, it's not a bowl of fish salsa. It's not soupy. It isn't wet and runny. Now, as I start to get a lot closer to the finished product here, I'm gonna bring in the jalapenos. This was 2 good size hollies. So put in most of it. Now you can see the colors are really starting to meld, but they're super bright. It's all coming together here. Okay, we're getting really close to our finished product. I'm gonna bring in my special weapon. See, it's separated a little bit here, sitting in the cup, so I'm just gonna give it a little stir. This was about 6 ounces. I don't want it too sweet, so I'm gonna put about half of it in there. Taste, adjust. I think we're getting really close here. Sampler plate. Perfect amount of onions, perfect amount of cilantro. Really happy with that product. This is ceviche, it's ready to rock. The next thing I'm gonna show you is how I like to serve it. You can just put this in a bowl, give it to people with chips. But my favorite way to do this, and you can make a whole meal of it, is to make a ceviche tostada. Super good, and all you need is a couple more ingredients. We got our tostadas here. I cheated, I got some guacamole made fresh from my local Mexican market. They make killer salsas and all that stuff. This is also a very hot salsa that I really dig from the same market. That's always a staple in our kitchen. Grab yourself the most ready for prime time tostada you can find. Take your guac. Got a good layer of guac. Bring in the star of the show. Doesn't have to be a ton. You can eat, you know, 2 or 3 of these things. Good there. Get some of this. You can use any bottled hot sauce too. Boom, there it is. Ceviche tostada, Baja style. Dude, do it your way, tweak it however you like. If you like this recipe and more content like it, check out Mercury Marine on YouTube, and please give us a follow. Local Knowledge, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We got tons of great recipes, tons of great content like this. Hope you enjoy it, and let us know in the comments what you think. Oh, that's good.